Hey there, I'm Angela Raspis, and I'm a self leadership coach and mentor based in Sydney. And I would like to give you a self leadership snippet today. And this one is about strengths and strategy. Now, I'm feeling incredibly energized this afternoon, feeling really positive and uplifted. Now, why is that? It's because I've just spent the last 3.5 hours running a workshop via Zoom with a client in Dunedin over in New Zealand. Now, quite often we hear about how Zoom can be really draining, and all those hours we spent in those virtual meetings, especially during the time of COVID, they really started to add up and pull us down. Now, what's the difference between then and now? Well, for me personally, it's because I'm working in my strengths. Now, part of my strengths are a huge component of the self knowledge principle within my self leadership framework. And let me explain. One of the core pieces of self knowledge is knowing what you're good at and how it energizes you. That's a key component of identifying a strength. You enjoy it, you're highly competent, and it gives you this feeling of ease. 3.5 hours in a really focused strategic planning workshop could potentially be exhausting, but not for me right now, because that is something that I love. The ideation, the connecting, the pulling the pieces together, the pulling a business apart and then putting it back together in a way that supports and helps the business owner. I'm absolutely in my zone when I'm doing that sort of thing. So I really want you to notice, when is it that you feel as though time has flown, as though you feel you've got this, huge caffeine boost of energy, and be aware, what was I working on? What situation has given me this influx of energy? There is a really good chance that you were working in your own zone of genius, i.e. your strength. Now, positive psychology tells us that when we can spend more time in those zones, our well-being and our contribution are both going to be elevated. And that's why strengths are so important. Now, you can go and do the VIA, the Values in Action assessment online, which I'll leave a link to below this video, where you can go and find out those strengths yourself. You can also choose to come and work with me, and we'll do a strengths profile, and I will debrief with you, show you how strengths work together, show you how a potential weakness is then taken care of by introducing a strength, show you how to bring out your unrealized strengths and elevate them to the surface so that you can use them more in your everyday business and life. And this is a huge part of the work that I do in the world. Self-leadership is very much about knowing who you are and then wrapping your business or your career around those facts. And so strategy is a very core part of the work that I do. But you can't build a business until you have your own authority, which is what self-leadership delivers to you. So there was so much that we covered in this workshop today, but the key point that I wanted to bring to you as a direct result is the energy that I'm feeling from working in my strengths. Now imagine if you spent more and more time in your strengths. This energy is available to you as well. So if you'd like to know more, please come along to the self-leadership sessions, which I host every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Sydney time, where we unpack these principles, practices, and skills of self-leadership, so you too can design the business and the career and set the goals that are most important for you and feel beautifully energized whilst you do it. The way to register, sorry, brain went sideways for a moment. The way to register for those sessions is to go to my website, angelaraspis.com, and you'll see under events the registration for the self-leadership sessions. I look forward to seeing you there. Take care.